beautiful viewers, I welcome you to another edition of your program, The Gallery. My name is Mercy Alexander. Today, I'll be taking you through the inauguration ceremony of Edo State Governor, His Excellency Godwin Obaseki. So stay tuned.
A governor that hopefully that has the capacity to take Edo State to the next level.
He is a man whom I know has developed an economic development agenda, a proper master plan for Edo.
He has changed the narrative of governance in Edo State.
I can tell you that Edo people participated, resisted every temptation because they know that we mean well for Edo.
It is that time again where the good people of Edo State march in accord to grace the inauguration ceremony, oath of office of their governor Godwin Obaseki and his deputy Comrade Philip Shaibu. The event, which was held at Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium, was attended by residents of Edo State, supporters and chieftains of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), as well as others from other parts of the country. As the event witnessed the arrival of the governor, his wife and other guests, it was followed by the Nigerian national anthem in honor of the nation. After which, the governor moved on in preparation for the second stanza of the national anthem. In line with the laid-down protocol, the Chief Judge of Edo State, Justice Esther Etigi, administered the oath of office first on the Deputy Honorable Comrade Philip Shaibu.
Deputy Governor of Edo State. So help me God.
Following the deputy was the oath of His Excellency Governor Godwin Obaseki.
And that I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
So help me God.
So help me God. Congratulations, Mr. Governor.
The governor, after the exercise, went ahead to perform his first function as the executive governor of Edo by inspecting the inauguration parade in his honor. The parade, which was mounted by members of the Nigerian police, beautified the event.
There is official duty this morning. Continuing the laudable work in terms of development of Edo State, His Excellency has promised there's going to be work all the way for the good people of Edo State. We will need to remember this great man that he passed through this state were remarkable achievements That's the end of the parade. Shall we please put our hands together for the officers and men on the parade?
Shortly after the parade, Governor Obaseki gave his first inaugural speech as he described his re-election as a testimony.
The good people of Edo State spoke unequivocally through the ballots on September 19, 2020, and have entrusted us with the task of steering our state for another 4 years. I am encouraged by the trust you have bestowed on us and grateful for your belief in my leadership and in my capacity to continue piloting the affairs of this great state. The world is currently going through unprecedented challenges, which is taking its toll on our collective well-being and demanding so much from the social, economic, and political structures that hold us together as a people. We are battling a rampaging pandemic, COVID-19, which has claimed more than 1 million lives globally. It has shut down the economies of the world's superpowers, overwhelmed some of the best healthcare systems, and has redefined the way we work, live, and relate as human beings. On the other hand, democracy and participatory government is facing a crisis of confidence locally and globally. We are compelled now and again to reassess our choices in the light of the unfolding intrigues, paradoxes, and conflicts that have come to characterize our political reality as a people in the free world. As a result, the liberties which democracy offers and which generations have taken for granted are now being questioned. These have caused many to reevaluate the capacity of democracy to regulate the affairs of men and deliver freedom, equality, and good governance.
Well, I feel very great and I feel happy and I thank God for our amiable governor that he was able to be elected back for his second term. He has performed, people loved him. He has changed the narrative of governance in Edo State, and we all supported him. And we pray that God will give him his wisdom to be able to perform more than what he did in first time. I have to thank them, those who voted for him, and I just have to tell them that they should be patient. I know that the governor will perform. He will do well.
What we can guarantee you, my dear people of Edo State, is that we will provide value for your money, for your tax revenues, by utilizing it judiciously, transparently, and with accountability. During our last term, we were able to improve access to quality education, better healthcare, significantly upgrade our road infrastructure, commence reforms in our civil service and justice administration, develop human capacity, and created jobs, as well as improve the security of lives and property in Edo State.
Well, I feel so elated that today we mark that day in which the People's Governor, Governor Obaseki, will be inaugurated for his second tenure. And having performed well in his first tenure, we are full of hope that his second tenure will be a superlative one. So that is the spirit with which we came in here to join other good people of Edo State to herald him into his second term.
Before the year 2025, Edo State will develop and grow a digital economy and operate a digital government. The digital government we're building will plug into the new digital age and will ensure that we deliver better and efficient services to our citizens. In realizing our vision as reflected in our MEDA manifesto, we will focus on the following priority areas. We will grow our social sector by constantly improving our education, healthcare system, provision of social security and safety nets, and caring for the vulnerable and the disadvantaged in our state. We will rapidly develop our critical energy, housing, digital, and road infrastructure, which will provide a framework to drive our inclusive growth. We will build an economy and drive industrialization, trade, and investments to solidify our state status as a choice investment destination in Nigeria. We will work very hard to preserve our environment and public utilities and to make them more functional and make sure that we adapt to the challenges of climate change and rural.
Well, for me, it's an exciting moment. History is being made because the people of Edo State spoke, and today we are giving that expression a meaning by swearing in Governor Inauguration so that himself and his deputy will serve the people, in a second term. And we are all sure that he is going to be able to serve the interest of the people very faithfully, because that is his character. And he has demonstrated it during his first term. That's why we all stood behind.
I feel highly fulfilled that I'm part of today's ceremony, being part of the process of bringing PDP back to government in Edo State. To me, is a thing of joy. I must say that I was part of the process of electionary campaign that brought about his re-election. I went with him to the 192 wards, and I want to recall vividly that in the course of our campaigns, the various communities in Edo State made demands on the governor, telling him those things they wanted him to do in his second term. And immediately after he won the election, he put a team together to put together those demands by the various communities across the 192 wards. And I'm aware that they've done that job. And I'm also aware that the governor is committed to ensuring the implementation of the program as promised in the course of our campaigns.
Governor Obaseki, even as a governor in the opposition at that time, was a governor who was doing so well. He was touching every aspect of the state, every nook and cranny of the state with his development agenda, and he was not sectional in what he was doing. He was not partisan in what he was doing. He kept reaching out to everybody, including myself. And it was a great pleasure to have the opportunity to play a role in what we are seeing here today. He is a man whom I know has developed an economic development agenda, a proper master plan for Edo, for governing Edo State, which he has been following. And for me, that is the kind of agenda you need to develop a state or develop a nation.
The governor will do all what he has promised to do during the campaigns. what we as a party are promising Edo people is that we will give him all the support he needs. We will not distract him from governance. We will not interfere with his policies and policy statements and all that. We will just make sure he does all what he has promised Edo people.
In terms of electing a governor, I hopefully that has the capacity to take Edo State to the next level of infrastructural development.
Let me use this opportunity to thank the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, the various security agencies, and in particular, our President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, for upholding our Constitution and allowing the will of the people to prevail in Edo State. Finally, I'm grateful to my family, the great Obedoyo Obaseki and immediate families. This victory is a prize and vindication for the family values that you bequeathed to me. I thank all of you. I thank God. May God bless Edo State. May God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
As contained in the speech, the governor mentioned key areas his administration would focus. As the inauguration ceremony came to a successful end, it was preceded by the national anthem, after which the governor and his guests advanced for the after celebration. The event was colorful as it witnessed lots of music, dance, and jubilation. Speaking during the event, the deputy governor has this to say.
God that made this possible will obviously give us the wisdom to carry on. I can tell you that Edo people participated, resisted every temptation because they know that we mean well for Edo. The first term for us was a foundation. The second term now is to build on the foundation we have laid.
The supporters of the governor therefore expressed their optimism for the turns of events.
One of the key factors of people like them having followership the way they had is performance, sincerity, dedication, and the idea of joining the people to realize their dreams.
Well, today is a glorious day, a joyous day in my life, a day that I will ever live to remember, a day that the Lord Almighty has destined to be the way it is today.
The election and inauguration ceremony of the Edo State government will forever be remembered. Its significance has shown the vibrance of the Nigerian democracy.
Welcome back. Wow, did you see those cultural dancing? I love the song. I love the way they were singing. I love the body movements. And did you also see where the deputy governor was giving them some step? Anyway, time is not our friend. I still remain your host, Mercy Alexander. Follow us on all our social media handles. Bye and have a wonderful week.